Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be playing with the YCS Bologna first place Blackwing list. This is a deck by Patrick Hajdari. I'll leave a link to the live deck profile in the description, and you can check out the channel. They were kind to let me use this deck, and they gave me the permission to make a video about it. This is of course Blackwing, one of the strongest decks in the format. Very good deck, both from an aggressive point of view, and also you have a lot of trap. You can play a lot of kind of defensive cards. You have a lot of very strong hands you can open with, like any hand that you start with Whirlwind, a Sirocco, Shura, something like that. You're already kind of in the driver's seat. And of course you do play a lot of like good cards that can help you go into strong synchros like Blizzard, Vayu. So it does have some recurring threats, but it's a very aggressive deck for sure. You have Echoes, such a strong trap, in the right situations. And yeah, overall very nice list. Just to kind of go over the list, you have the standard kind of three of Blackwings. You have Gale, and you have only one Vayu, which I agree with. You can play two, but generally speaking, like, you don't want to draw this. It's good with Echoes, it's bad in most other situations to draw. You have the Dark Arm and you have the Goals. Goals is interesting choice in Blackwings because it does conflict with Whirlwind and some of your other traps. So, for example, even with Starlight Road and Goals, they're kind of like, go in opposite directions, but it does catch your opponent off guard sometimes. Just the fact that you play the Goals, it's gonna get you some, it's gonna save you from taking some damage because your opponent is gonna maybe sometimes play around it when they don't need to. So I do agree with the inclusion of Goals. And then for the spells, you have, the Whirlwind, Allure. You have a very interesting tech, that My Body as a Shield. I have to say, in the games I've played with this deck so far, this card has for sure overperformed. Very good card. I was surprised how good it was in this deck, but it's very good in the mirror match. It's very good against all the mirror forces. Torrential allows you to be more aggressive. It's great against Lightsworn to stop the judgment. It's just good in a lot of situations. And then you have 14 traps, which is a lot, but 2 of them are basically draw trap. This is Draw Greed or Legacy of Yata. Doesn't matter too much. Legacy is slightly better in the very rare off chance you play against a spirit, but this is basically a draw trap. This is very good in this deck because your opponent is going to play around your stuff, and just having something set is going to make them play around Echoes, going to make them play around things like Starlight Road. This also makes the Heavy Storm Wars, makes the MST Wars, can get you a lot of value during the course of the game. And then you have all the standard traps. In the side, this is a very standard side deck. It's almost exactly the same side deck I would use for Blackwing. You have 2 Cybers, 2 Crow, 2 Paki, 2 Noblemen, Deck Devastation Virus, the Tornado, Pulling the Rug, and Oppression. Very sensible side. I agree with this a lot. I agree you having the Tornado in the side rather than the main, even though I've seen a lot of Blackwing players play it in the main or at the LDS rivalry. In the list you saw this a lot, and I agree with this just because you have the Echoes, so you don't want to have so much back row removal, because the Echoes is, you want them to have 2 cards on the field anyway, and so this just, I don't know, I think this is just good in the mirror match against certain matchups. It's not great against everything, so. And then the extra deck is pretty standard, most of what you go into here is Blackwing synchros. You do have some level 6s you can go into with the Blizzard, but other than that, pretty standard. So we're gonna go over some replays now, and then we will play a game. Okay, going into the first replay, we're playing against Edison Beginner. This was from last season. I've been away, so I didn't make any. I record most of what you saw so far. Recorded in advance. He does shoot us after we set 2 cards, so he does see the Starlight Road. We have a lot of traps here. Taking, just having Blizzard is not the hand you want with this deck. So we take 1 hit. He attacks again. I decide to deprison it. I don't want to take too much damage. We draw a Karut. We're gonna somewhere and try to get on the field. We have the Starlight, so we can set forward relatively freely. He crashes into our Karut, which, makes sense because, we will have drawn a Shura. We got Shura. Shura is quite good, but he does have the Sirocco. He judgments our bottomless, which puts him very long life, and then, it's just game. Very interesting decision to do that. I understand that he probably would have been dead anyway, but here we have Whirlwind into Sirocco. We have even Crow for the Plague Spreader. This is not gonna go well for him. We have Dashu, we just have everything. yeah, he didn't shuffle the deck, but it doesn't really matter. Like he kind of he got a bit salty, but I understand. We have just such a strong start, but I have to say, like, you know, I mean, I do play Crow in the side. Like, I don't know what he was playing on, but like doing this play, like you know, I don't know. He probably quit a little bit too soon, but we did have a very good hand that game. Okay, going to the second replay, we're playing against Rare replay. We don't have a great hand to start. I don't want to start with the Bora. No, we draw Sirocco, which is great. Give the Bora to do some damage. Like he's already taking 19, and yeah, this can do more damage. He hits the Sirocco. We get value off our jar, which is great. I mean, he can do some things. He can start to put some pressure on. Here, we have a Karu to protect, which, I mean, he could have expected. We go with the Whirlwind. We have my body as a shield backup. I think, yeah, if we go into a Dandle, he torrential 0, but we do have this as protection, so I don't want him to be able to torrential. We attack both, and then we still have this value in hand. We have this backup Starlight Road, and yeah, I guess he doesn't have anything. He ran out of juice at that point. Yeah, so he starts with the Road. We have the Whirlwind. Again, we don't have any Blackwings at this point. He has a Raikou, so I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to set anything. Goes with the Greffer. Here we could have Crowed there, but we don't need to because I have the Torrential, and then I have also the Gores. So we take the damage and have a 2300 meter. Of course, he has the Raikou, but you know, at some point you have to play into it a little bit. So he does Tornadoes this, and we go to attack. Get rid of 2 of his cards, and then we still have this Crow if we need it. We have this Torrential too. I mean, he brain controls us, takes the Karut, and rather than taking the other monster because he's playing around Icarus. He has a Cast Sorcerer, so we get low on life, but we go for the Android. He torrentials everything, and then we have the Dark Arm. It was important to go for the Android because we didn't want an extra Dark, but yeah, of course we have Dark Arm, so this was just kind of a bait for the Dark Arm to be into play. The other reason not to use Crow there is that Crow is quite good in this deck because it's an extra Icarus target as well. So unless you really need to use it, you don't, like, you want to save it. And then here, if he could have gone into something, we might have been in trouble. So the Crow really helped there because he could have gone into a Goyo or something with a Armageddon Knight. So that's why I decided to keep it. I didn't need to use it at that time. Next replay is against Hip Hip Hooray. Here we're playing again. We start with the goals. I decided not to do anything. I don't want him. I'm expecting a Raikou, so I don't want to show him the Whirlwind. We have 2 Boras anyway. And also the Whirlwind is not going to be good against Lightsworn. He attacks us with the Lyra. He gets hit by the goals. Now that I know he has Lightsworn, I'm not too afraid. So I'm going to start just kind of pushing. I add another Karut because it's the next highest attack monster after Bora. He has Mirror Force. The reason we attacked with the token first, I don't want to get this goals to die, to honest. So that's why we did it that way. And then we kick A, and now it's just over. Like, we can go into Brionac. Yeah, there's just game. I mean, there was nothing you could do there. And that's kind of the thing with this deck. If you have, like, I mean, here we're drawing Whirlwind every game, but if you draw Whirlwinds with this deck, it's going to be quite tough for them to beat it. I'm expecting the Raikou, so I don't want to make sure to die into it. I will take the 1-for-1 trade with 1600 damage. He goes with the Lyra. Okay, I don't want to leave him anything on the field for him to pop, so he does mirror the Gardener, so that's why I had to kind of push for this play. So we attack, he has the Gardener to protect, and we attack with the other 2 monsters. He has Gores, which, what are you going to do? He has the Gores. So here, he summons the Garrett, goes to attack, but we have the Icarus. Of course, if I didn't have Icarus, I'm not sure I would have attacked with the Gores. So this, I think, is 1300 attack monster. He goes with the Judgment, and I decide to go with my Body as Shield. I didn't want to use a Stardust because I'm playing around the DD Crow, which I'm expecting him to have. So the Blizzards targets the Bora, and he crows the Bora. So actually, I saved my Stardust that way. And now, actually, this Crow becomes really clutch because I Crow to get rid of the Judgment, and that's just game. Yeah, you see, I mean, this deck can just be very, very strong, can put a lot of pressure very quickly, and then, you can and then it's hard for your opponent to come back or to play because you have traps, you have things to stop your opponent. In this game, I mean, every card kind of did exactly what it needed to, and you see kind of the power of this deck. In this replay, we play against Ghost. We're going first. I decided not to do anything. I have the Sirocco. I want to play my goals, get out of my hand. He Spirit Reapers us, which, I mean, you know, it's gonna happen. His card's a Judgment. We go to attack, do some damage, and then we set the Starlight Road. I don't want to commit too much into something. Yeah, he has a Torrential, so I have the Starlight Road, and this gets to search a Gale. Yeah, and this, yeah, he admits defeat. I mean, he probably didn't have anything, maybe a bit too fast, but yeah, not really too much you could have done. Game 2, we start again with Whirlwind. I'm gonna push for damage. Like, what you want to do with this deck is try to do as much damage as possible, as quickly as possible. You know, you have to be careful not to overplay, but for example, you see he has a Consecrated right next, so we're gonna dash shoot, take that away. I mean, yeah, when you draw like this with this deck, there's not so much they can do. He has Valor Fader, and we could have Judgmented the Valor Fader. The only problem is, and like, frankly, if we would have targeted something and Judgmented the Valor Fader, you know, the only problem is that, yeah, if that doesn't work out, then it's game anyway. But we have the Dark Card. I mean, we didn't need to, you know, play it so aggressively. So now we have this. We have the Judgment as backup. So I was fine to summon Dark Card. And yeah, we absolutely destroyed the second game. This is, I don't know what deck this is. This is some type of chain burn, some type of burn deck. But yeah, I mean, this deck, if you start with the Whirlwind, it's very difficult for your opponent to do anything because you're just gonna have continuous advantage, and then you have the traps to back it up. So very, very kind of this kind of showcases what this deck can do. And yeah, we'll see the last replay. So in the last replay, this is from this season. I did a couple videos on this during last season. We have a lot of traps. We don't have a great hand. We just set one. I don't want to get hit by heavy. He has Kokimeru Draco. Oh, we're playing against Dragon Turbo. We start with the Gale. He Books of Moon. I just asked him what is the defense, I didn't pay attention. And then, yeah, we have the Bora. So, not sure if I was him. I'm not sure I would have Book of Moon that. I would have probably Book of Moon the Gale, but, you know, I understand the reason for doing that. I think he definitely misplayed. I mean, here is still early in the season. They're relatively low ranked. So here I wasn't expecting him to have Prime Material. You know, they usually only play one, but that's okay. We Jar of Greed here. Start with the Blizzard. Go into YuGiOh. YuGiOh attacks this, and then Dark Arm can pop. That. And yeah, I mean, that's just game. And I'm not really sure what else he can do. He starts with Upstart and Ghost Arcs for Future Fusion. So I know a Future Fusion is coming. He sets 3, which, like, why would you set all 3 of these? Like, I mean, he just gets absolutely blown out. Sets 1 and passes. I attack the Totem. This is bugged. Oh, he has also a Book of Moon set. This Dashu doesn't do anything. It was a mistake to set this because yeah, this Dashu doesn't do a ton here because of course he doesn't have 4 cards. So it summons that. I need to bottomless, and then we just keep attacking with this. I play it so I could summon the Blizzard or anything, but we have Judgment. I mean, we don't need to risk it. If I summon the Blizzard and go into a level 5, like, it would have been game. That, you know, this is probably reckless. So I don't know what, like, I'm playing around, you know, basically only Mirror Force at that point, and so I think it would have made sense to do that. But anyway, let's go into a game. We go first, so I mean, of course, that's ideal. If we start with the Whirlwind, you know, we're in a good spot here. I mean, interesting spot. I don't love, like, setting too many things at this point. I think we can just set 1 and pass. Like, I don't want to show him anything. I don't want to show him the Icarus. Next turn, if he sets a lot of cards, he's gonna set 1 and pass. So I don't want to really commit anything into his whatever he's gonna summon. So he only sets 1 monster. Okay, I'm fine with summoning this Bora. Frankly, if it does get killed, it gets killed. We're gonna attack with this. Okay, we need to start getting damage on the board. So he dash shoots. Okay, so I'm expecting him to have goals. mean, this is a smart play by him. I'm gonna shuffle here. Tend to shuffle. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna use the Karut. Of course, it's gonna get a bigger goal, so that's fine. Okay, main phase 2. We're gonna set this Seekers in case it decides to attack. We don't necessarily need to, but I think we can set one and pass. You know, I kind of was expecting when I saw this, was expecting the goals or something like that. This looks really sketchy. It looks like it could be a Jar of Greed or you know, a draw trap. So he decides to attack with this. We have a few different options here. I think we could convert this Karut into something. I think we want to convert with this Deep Prison, even though it's the only thing he doesn't know. I think we want to Deep Prison here, and then next turn we can kill that with Karut, and then we have the Icarus in case he sets something. So, because he could have my Body Shield or something like that too. Like, I mean, I don't know what he's playing at this point. Like, we saw goals and dash shoot, but cards like Deep Prison, they are kind of situational. So when you get a chance to use them, you want to use them before, you know, they have a heavy storm or something like that. So, okay, he's probably just gonna leave one monster, which I'm fine with. Like, we can Karut over this. He uses his mashing. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna Icarus there. I guess that could be a reason to do that. But setting a monster is great for me because now I have a response to the. I have something to do against the. Against his Icarus. What I could do is even like let them attack me. And then pass, but yeah, I kind of want to hit both monsters. Not sure if this is a flip monster, but yeah, I think I kind of want to give him the opportunity to hit both monsters and see what he does. If this is a Raikou, I'm gonna use this and see if this works. I'm gonna hit probably both the monsters. If he has a Starlight Road or something. Okay, that's a Raikou. Surprised he didn't use the Raikou because he had the opportunity to do that. So he has a Deep Prison. Okay, good to know. Okay. So that worked out kind of how we wanted it. So we know about one Deep Prison. I mean, if we draw a Heavy Storm here, that would be good. We could even just not attack. Like if we attack, like we just give him like a way to out our things. So we know about Deep Prison. We have Car of the Haunted there. Yeah. This could be Vayu Turbo. Even though he has Smashing Ground, this like it looks like Vayu Turbo. I don't think we need to attack, as then he can out both our things. Like, I think we're fine to set one and pass. Oh, I should have moved this to attack, but yeah, completely fumbled there. Good. But okay, now this goes is a problem again. Yeah, this was a misplay. I completely forgot to put the goals in attack. I was thinking about something else. So yeah, now attacking with this doesn't make any sense either. So like I think we can just pass turn here again. Setting two bottomlesses I don't think makes a ton of sense, but maybe you just set a torrential and pass. Yeah, we have now some way to. We have this kind of blockade, but yeah, that was a big mistake because at that point I should have just attacked with the ghost. Make him use this card. Okay, it goes for Heavy Storm. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, takes this. Yeah, I think that's game. Okay, well, if he's gonna have heavy brain control, not really too much you can do. Okay, I'm really confused about what he's playing. I mean, he plays Raiko, so this Nobleman should be good. He's playing a lot of back row. He's playing Call of the Hunted, so this should be good. Crow is probably good if he's playing the Raiko and the Call of the Hunted. I mean, yeah, like I'm just kind of basing this off. I don't really see that much information on his deck. I think Starlight Road is okay. We can cut it. These are okay. My body, I don't know if we love my body as shield here. This could be good against a Raiko, actually, so maybe we keep that. Even the Crow, I think, might be okay. Anything else we want to cut? Maybe a Blizzard. Blizzard is a little bit vulnerable to things. Maybe we have a Nobleman. Yeah. Nobleman is probably good. I mean, the rest of the deck, not really sure what else to play. Yeah, I think we can. For sure I misplayed there at some point, but I think I don't know. At the end, I should have just attacked. I think at the end of the day, like, he has Deep Prison, I just take the trade. At least I get rid of this goals, and then I have to venture. So I think that was the biggest problem, was just the decision there. So we have a little bit of everything. We have one Crow, one Nobleman. Going second, I would put 2 and 2. But going first, these cards are okay. Maybe it's even a mistake to cut the Blizzard. I'll tell him to take his time. Go first, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of... I still don't know exactly what he's playing against. So I think here, good plan is just to pass. We could go into the Bora, into something, but I think a good plan is to pass. Like, we want to get the Sirocco on the field, so... And if he starts with the Raiko, then we're gonna start with the Bora. Then next turn we can Sirocco attack. So we have a great hand if he summons something. We could almost be game actually if he doesn't have anything. If he just summons the Raiko. Sirocco plus 2 Boras is 54, plus 2 Karut, 28. So 82, and the Raiko has 200. That's 200 defense. If it's a Raiko, you know, if it's not a Raiko, then we don't have to use the Karuts. Okay, just sets 1 and pass. Okay. Okay, I am very tempted to just go into this Bora into Gale or Bora into Blizzard. I am afraid this is gonna get popped, but I think we need to start doing something. Okay, we can add the Gale, we can add, I mean, we have a few options. The Blizzard is a bit more risky, and I think next turn we're gonna go into the Karut. If we don't get the Sirocco, we're gonna go Karut into something, so I do like adding the Gale here. It's a special summon, so... And then I do like attacking here as well. If he has, you know, Dash Shoot or something like that again, into goals, we have Icarus, so... I am kind of afraid of what he might have, but okay, I'm gonna set this Icarus. If he heavies and clears the board or does something, I mean, what you gonna do? Okay, we have the Sirocco as backup. We have double Karut as well. Okay, summons the Cyber Dragon. If he attacks, I will use Karut. I don't think I need to use the Icarus yet. Okay, so we clear the Cyber Dragon. He's for sure not expecting, well, not for sure, I don't know, but he's probably not expecting another Karut. And so here, end phase, okay, summons this, sets 2, passes. I think for sure we need to do this. We're not going to be able to search for the Whirlwind. So actually we don't need to do this. We can attack first, and then if he prisons, we clear the Thunder King. Yeah, what else we can do is we can't go into synchro. We can start with the Gale. Okay. I don't think we need to use this yet. If he takes the Karut, we can start with the Gale. He doesn't know about the Icarus, so hitting the Zashut would have been good, but I don't know, maybe we're trying to get too fancy here, we're trying to get too much value here. It might be a mistake, but the thing is here, if he prisons, then I can hit both, so he's probably leading into an Icarus or possibly a Dust Tornado. Okay, yeah. Okay, we can go into main phase now. I think attacking makes sense here. And if he does something, we can hit the other two things. So we do want to get a search of this Whirlwind, so I think attacking does make sense. Okay. Okay, here's the Whirlwind as well. Okay, in the end, it's fine. Main phase 2, I mean, we might want to go into some type of synchro. The Sirocco might get stranded in our hand if we do that, unfortunately. But I think it makes sense to do that rather than leave us open. We're going to YuGiOh. I think YuGiOh makes sense, just bigger monster and pass. Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's fine. We are ahead, you know, also in damage. I don't know if I shuffled. Okay. So, I mean, I think here we try to go for more damage. What we could do as well is, if he summons the goals, I don't think we care too much, even if he summons it on the YuGiOh, because we can give it less attack and then bounce the other card, so. We don't have anything here, okay. Yeah, so we're gonna add Blizzard is decent, but I want to add the Gale. I think we need to push. We need to push for some damage here, so. And if he summons the goals, this is gonna be 27. He has to summon it and we can take it. Summons the ghost now. So we can attack the token. Okay, so he's still alive. In phase 2, I wonder if we even want to make something else. Probably do, I'm guessing, but I mean, we can go into a Brio. I mean, I'm not sure what he's playing. If he's playing the Lightning Vortex, then he can do something here, but I don't know. I doubt he has much here. We even have Brain Control plus Sirocco, so we're far ahead. This game should already be over, probably. I mean, we got lucky. I mean, we got 2 wins this game. Like, this game should already have been over. But yeah, I mean, he's playing like a very weird deck. I don't know, like, okay, Cyber Dragons from the side, Thunder King, it's like some type of Chaos deck, some Chaos Control type of deck. Okay, because he has the Raikou, he has the Thunder Kings, he has, for sure he has the Chaos Monster, he has Ghosts, he has, what did we see for? We just basically saw a lot of traps. And the last game I basically kind of gave him the game with my mistake, so yeah. For sure we can do better. Okay, there we go. Brain Control. I mean, that is a good card here. So we take 500 and now he can bounce that thing back to himself. Okay. He's playing Gladiator Beast. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So Sirocco plus Boris 37, so not enough to the Brionac. He's thinking about bouncing something else, maybe bouncing his own golds. If he does that, we're gonna take this Brionac tributed and then go Sirocco into Bora and win, because he can't. Cause I mean, if he just leaves this, it's game anyway, so we can get game 2 goals. Okay, bounces us back to him, to his hand. Yeah, I mean, we have game, because yeah, that's just game. So this Crow is okay. This Nobleman, I think, might be better than we think. I don't know. He's playing such a weird deck. He has a semi. Is he playing Gladiator Beast and he just didn't draw anything until now? I mean, I'm starting to think that's a possibility. So he has a Cyber Dragon. So putting my own Cyber Dragon there could be interesting, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what he's playing. The Crow, I don't think does anything. The Dombreman is very situational. Like, maybe we don't even need to put anything. Like, frankly, like the Blizzard might be better than this anyway. Like, we just have the Dust Tornadoes, and we don't have the Starlight Road. I mean, that could be how we want to play this. Like, against Gladiator Beast, the Oppression is good. Like, Oppression maybe is good against also the Cyber Dragon, so maybe we put Oppression. I don't know. Like, I'm really confused by what we're playing. Like, this is maybe we cut the Blizzard, we have Oppression, even though he has like a lot of good cards against Oppression though too. Like, no, he has a Mysties and all that anyway. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to play this without Oppression. maybe a nobleman. Yeah, maybe we just have a nobleman because we're going second. Dust is okay. Yeah, maybe we get rid of one of these, but we'll try it this way. I don't know. I think this is only hitting YuGiOh. I think we play like this. I'm very confused by what deck he's playing, because I've seen Ghost, I've seen YuGiOh, and I've seen a lot of traps, and I've seen one Gradient Rubies. But potentially a very good hand. Okay. Potentially. If we draw something good here. And we're gonna banish. Yeah, this is kind of sucks a little bit, but because we want to banish, we don't want to banish this, but at the same time, if we go Gale, no, if we go Sirocco, we can get the Bora. Now we have to banish Dark Armed, unfortunately, which sucks a little bit. So Sirocco, we get Shura, sorry, and then we can go into a prey to out the YuGiOh. So yeah, we go Shura for next turn, and then we can go into Gale and get rid of the YuGiOh. Okay, that was Hamster. Now I don't know if he's playing Ghosts. I want to find out. I don't know if he's gonna have Ghosts. Okay, he has Ghosts again. That is frustrating, but what are you gonna do? I think we just set one and pass, and if he has heavy, he has heavy. Like, if he heavies us here, it's gonna suck, but what are you gonna do? What we could have done too is, well, basically the only other thing we could have done is not attacked, but I think that's fine. So this is 21, so hopefully we're gonna force him to crash into this. We could have set everything in Judgment, actually. That was also an option. Because if he has heavy here, you're not gonna be able to come back anyway. So yeah, I think this is a mistake. We have to set the Judgment here and the bottomless. Because that also would give him an opportunity to miss with his back row. Prison that. Okay, this Dark Hand could put some work. Okay, never mind. He has Brain Control again. That's fine. Okay, he carries. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But we draw. I mean, we're just getting absolutely blessed. We draw another Whirlwind. I kind of don't want to let him know that we have it. So we can go into a Karut. We can go into a Blizzard, the Bora. We definitely need to go into a Karut though, I think, because this can get us the Vayu. Yeah, for sure we go into a Karut. And then we summon, yeah, for sure the Vayu. Okay, yeah, we can go into a synchro. We might. I mean, the Catastrophe is actually pretty good here. Yeah, the Catastrophe is not bad. I think it makes more sense than the Android in this situation. And we can pass. I don't know if we... Yeah, I think we can pass. We don't need to summon this yet. I think it's fine to pass turn here. This is the right monster too, so... Catastrophe also, it should, basically if he has a Raikou, is a way to out the Raikou. Yeah, we're lagging a little bit here. Okay, and then we can go to attack. Attack this first. Okay, yeah, doesn't matter too much. Okay, and then I think at this point we're fine to set one more. Like if he's gonna heavy, he's gonna heavy, and we have the judgment. I mean, he's down to 4 cards. I mean, of course, if he has something like a brain control, I mean, he already used this, right? Yeah, he doesn't have brain control anymore. He has heavy. We have 2 judgment, and yeah, we can. I mean, I think this Catastrophe here is slightly better than the Android. Who is he summoning? Let me think. I think we want to bottomless. We don't want to give him the opportunity to go into something else. The thing is, like, if he Caius us, then we have to use his judgment, and I don't want to have to use it. So yeah, like we want to have this judgment as a backup plan. Okay, we're gonna Nobleman now. We have to use this at some point. Like now we have an opportunity to use it and go for game. So, and we have the judgment as backup. He doesn't have goals anymore. GG. But yeah, I mean, well played by him. Like, he was tricky. Yeah, so he's playing interesting. He basically didn't make a synchro the whole game, which was like, yeah, which was, yeah, and then I basically always saw his goals, Caius, Thunder King. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, yeah, the synchro cat deck. Also, yeah, he has the Call of the Ante. That's also for he didn't see the cat, so I mean, that's why he couldn't win. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Subscribe.